I can feel them. They are almost here, my night dwellers. Have they been waiting with anticipation, as I have? Tonight's stories. Where is my book? Edgar, where is my book? I don't know. It was just here. Someone took it. Oh. There you are. How could there be a Twisted Tales Live without a book? Let's see. Tonight. Ah. Yes. Wait. Do you hear them, Edgar? They are coming, one by one, in breathless anticipation of tonight's stories. Tonight I will regale my night dwellers with paranormal tales to chill and thrill, and cause nightmares. Oh, yes. Nightmares. Are they ready for me? I wonder. Are they ready for their night queen? It is time to go out and meet them, my night dwellers. Ah, there they are. All of them. Look at them. So lovely to see all their names on screen. Hello, my night dwellers. Your queen has missed you. Did you have horrible nightmares last night? I hope so. Tonight is Paranormal Night, and I have selected 2 terrifying stories for you. Are you ready to hear them? Let me know in the comments. will keep them waiting no longer. Let's begin. Tonight's first story is indeed chilling. Have you ever heard of hauntings in Arkansas? Neither had I, until I began to look, and I have found two chilling stories that will make your blood freeze. But first, welcome everyone. My name is Bryn Morgan. I'm a horror author. I am also a teller of scary stories, paranormal stories, ghost stories, true crime, and horror. Tonight is Paranormal Wednesday. This is a safe, loving environment, judgment-free. If I see you say anything negative or derogatory or, well, if you're any type of an energy vampire, you will be warned. If you do it again, you will be muted. If you do it again, you will be blocked. Now, let's begin our ritual of preparing for story time. Lower your lights. Let's do a sound check. How is the sound? Thank you for the follow, Brittany. Let me know how the music is. Perfect. Hello, Dan. Thank you. Hello, Leslie Marie, Blue Eye Blonde. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Pom Mom Mon. Hello, Letty. Thank you for the follow. Is the lighting good? Can you see? You have excellent ears, High Red Baron. Well, good. I am glad to hear that. Our first haunting of the evening takes place in Arkansas. The haunting of the Gurdon Light. Have you ever heard of it? Let me know in the comments. Let's continue with our calm down. Lower your lights. Turn up the music or turn it down. Whatever is your preference. Lock your doors. Pull your curtain shut. Wrap up in your favorite blanket to protect you from the chills that are about to invade your body. And let's begin. The haunting of Gurdon Light. When you hear hauntings, I just automatically think of my home country, England, Wales. I also think of Scotland, Ireland, Germany, European countries being haunted. And then when we come to the States, well, I picture Massachusetts, Maine, New England, all of that area. I also picture Maryland, Virginia. I experienced my own haunting there. I picture places such as that. Never far down south. Until now, I have found out that Alabama is very haunted, Texas, and tonight, Arkansas. Night dwellers, this isn't just a legend. No, this is real, and this is true. The Gurdon light. It has been seen for over 80 years. A ghostly light that floats through the trees. A warning, a sign of something restless. And if you go looking for it, you might not come back. Chapter 1. A light in the darkness. This is a first-hand account from a lady by the name of Ruth. She was 16 years old. The first time I saw the Gurdon light, I was 16. I remember that it was a cold autumn night, one of those nights where the sky is full of stars. And there was a big full moon, and it was orange. I mean, it was so full, it looked like it was taking up the whole western sky. My friends had dared me to walk down these old railroad tracks. I guess I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat, maybe. I should have said no. I should have dated, but there was this guy that I liked, and I felt like if I did it, maybe he'd notice me. I still should have said no, but I didn't, and that's how I learned the truth. Because I didn't just see a light, I saw him. I'd heard for years about if you walk down these railroad tracks, you're going to see this light. And it was true. It was very true. So, Gurdon, Arkansas, is a quiet town, a place where stories linger like ghosts in the wind. The railroad tracks stretch through miles of dark forest, my preferred playground. And along these tracks, people have seen a floating white light, sometimes yellow, sometimes green, but always there. It appears suddenly. It just hovers. It moves as if it's searching for something or someone. And if you get too close to it, let me assure you, the Gurdon light, it doesn't run away. In fact, if you get too close, it might follow you. Some say the light belongs to a railroad worker, a man who died in the worst way imaginable. His name was William McLean, And in 1931, he was murdered, struck down by an angry foreman with an axe. His head was completely severed from his body, and ever since then, the light has appeared, and his spirit still walks the tracks, looking for his missing head. We go back to Ruth and her encounter. I had my friends that were urging me to go closer, go closer. And when I stepped on the railroad track, I just felt something there. I felt the air grow heavy. The woods were too quiet. And then I saw it. It was just beyond this tree line. It was this glowing, goldish green orb in the distance. At first, I thought it was just a flashlight, but then this orb started rising up, like just a few feet from me. And it floated off the ground, and it moved without a source. And suddenly, it was closer to me. Too close. What would you do, Night Dwellers, if a orb rose in front of you? Would you stand and look at it? Or would you run with everything in you? I wanted to be brave because I knew that Trevor was watching me. And I really had a crush on him. And I was like, come on, Ruth, be brave, be brave, be brave, be brave. And so this light just kept coming toward me closer and closer and closer. And then I heard my friends in the background. They were telling me to run. Run, Ruth, run! And I did. I turned to run, and I started running down the tracks, and then I fell. I tripped one of my tennis shoestrings coming down. I thought for sure that I had tied it tight enough, but the light moved faster. It flickered, shifting from white to blue to red. It swung side to side like a lantern, and then I fell down again. And it was hovering right over me. And I remember just looking up, not knowing what this light was going to do. Trevor came over and he helped me up. He said that what I did was very brave. That was all fine and good, but after he helped me up and we started walking back toward town, the feeling of being watched never left. It was like something was still there, waiting. I don't know. Just waiting. Does that make sense? Does that sound stupid? It happened. It really did. The good and light isn't just seen, Night Dwellers, it's heard too. Locals have reported hearing strange noises at night. whispers in the trees, and sometimes screams. Not human screams, not animals. Something in between that, something in between human and animal. Something that is not meant to exist. But it does. In 1973, there was a man named Joe Withers. He went searching for the light. Apparently they were down on their luck, and he felt that if he could prove that it was true and get a cameraman to come with him and record it, that he might make some money off of it. He told his wife, "I'm going to find out the truth." His wife begged him, "Don't go near that light." But poor Joe, he chose not to listen. And he never came back. The police found his flashlight and boot prints near the tracks, but no body. Some say the light took him, that he got too close. And now he's just part of the legend. Now there is some science behind this light. Some believe that the Gurdon light is just natural energy, a geological phenomenon caused by quartz crystals. That the shifting of the earth creates electric charges, but that doesn't explain the voices. Voices, Bryn? You didn't say anything about voices. Oh, did I not? Yes, voices. And the feeling of being watched, of the shadowy figures some people have seen searching near the tracks. One night, a group of ghost hunters went to find the Gurdon light. As you can imagine, with this being such a hot paranormal spot, many paranormal investigators and ghost hunters go there to see what they can find. They set up cameras, they watch the darkness, and then, right around 3:07 a.m. in the morning, they see it. The light rising through the trees. A brightly lit orb. Gold, green, yellow, white, blue, and red. And then one of the ghost hunters said that it began to change shape as it neared the railroad tracks. He said before his eyes, the orb materialized into a human form. A human form of a man standing just beyond the glow. And then, what terrified this ghost hunter is he realized that this human form beyond the orb of light had no head. And as they watched, he started walking slowly toward them. In 1994, there was a woman named Anna Simmons. She was driving near the tracks late one Friday night when her car stopped suddenly on the tracks. She panicked. Trains were known to come through there quite often. She stopped, fidgeting around, and noticed an orb in the distance. She thought that it was a train, its lights shining and flashing to warn her to get off the tracks, but then she noticed the orb was approaching at a very slow speed. She stopped. She rolled down her window. Can you help me? She thought maybe it was a flashlight. Someone coming to rescue her. Can you help me? My car is stuck on the tracks. Hello? The orb pivoted off the tracks and instead began to move slowly across the field. Then it stopped. And then Anna Simmons swears that she saw the figure of a man standing in its place. It was far off enough that she did not notice that the head was missing from the body. I'm sorry, can you help me? Hello, sir? It was misty, foggy. The shadow began to approach. Help was on the way. And then she froze. She began to roll her windows up as quickly as she could as the light moved toward her at breakneck speed. And the shadow, the headless shadow, came right up to her window and then gone. Just like that. Evaporated into the foggy Arkansas night air. Anna has told her story to many, and many refuse to believe her, because it is the thought of that is so far beyond comprehension for many. Many think that when we pass, we are gone. Just poof, gone. But she swears up and down that what she saw was real, and she was not the only one. A husband and his wife were coming back from a concert. They decided to take a road that they had never been on before, which was near the Golden Light. They crossed the train tracks, and then the music that they had been listening to on the radio just faded away. There was only static. What in the world is going on? Help me. Came over the radio instead. Help me, please. It was a man's voice. Jack, let's go! Let's go! What is that? Jack sped away, his tires squealing in the night air, but in his rearview mirror he saw something. Hold on a minute, babe. He put the car in park. He rolled down the window. What is that? I don't know, but get back in the car. He was leaning halfway out at this point. It's some kind of light. Yeah, I can see that. Now get back in the car. And then Jack quickly scrambled back through the window. He put the car in drive and sped off. What in the heck did I just see? What did I just see? What did you see? Did you see that light? No, I didn't see a light. It was there. They told a couple of their friends about what they had saw, and one of his buddies started laughing. You mean you saw the Gurdon light? What? Yeah, some beheaded dude. He likes to scare people. If you are just now joining us, Night Dwellers, there is a strange glowing light that we are talking about tonight, called the Gurdon Light. It has appeared in the woods of Gurdon, Arkansas, for decades. No one knows what it really is. Some say it's the lantern of a murdered railroad worker who was violently beheaded by his foreman. They say that when that orb appears, that it is him searching for his head. Others claim something evil lingers there. And those who get too close to it, some say they never come back. Not everyone only sees the light. Some see him. One night in 1988, a woman named Deborah Lawson was walking the tracks. She had always heard the stories. She just didn't believe that they were true. Until that night, she became a believer. She was walking home from work. Her car had broken down. She was too proud to beg for a ride home, so she began walking from the diner. She said that as she wandered through the night, that a strange fog began to envelop her. She said that the night began to evolve into light, green, yellow, red. She watched as it got closer and brighter. She started to pick up her speed, and then she watched as the orb transformed into a shadow of a man. She started walking faster and faster to get away. She wasn't exactly sure what to do or how to explain what she was seeing. Her breath began to blow in front of her. It was getting colder by the minute. And then she saw the shadow on the opposite side of the tracks. It had just been on the left, and now it was on the right. I don't have any money, okay? I don't have any money. I don't have anything to give you. If you are planning on robbing me, you have come to the wrong place. But then the shadow moved right within the space of the orb. And then she heard a voice say, "Where is it?" Clear as day. "I don't know what you're talking about." "Where is it?" She realized that what she was encountering was not human. Not at all. It was anything but. It was a tall shadow of a man. She could make out a railroad uniform, staggering, searching. She realized that it was as if it was walking around her, but not attacking her. It was looking down, as if it was searching for something. And then she heard it again, a whisper right behind her. "Where is it? Where is it?" She screamed and ran. And as she did, she heard the whisper behind her again. "Where is it?" It was shortly thereafter that she heard the story of the railroad worker that was brutally murdered by his foreman and beheaded. He was looking for his head. That's what he was looking for. He was looking for his head. It's real, y'all. It's real. It's really, really real. I don't believe in that stuff, but that was real. In 2001, a group of teenagers snuck out in the dead of night to see if the golden light really did exist. They laughed, made jokes, called out to the ghost, "Hey, let us see that pretty light of yours." And then, as if summoned, the orb rose up out of the trees. A few of the boys fled in fear, but two of them were like, "Okay, you want to come out and play with us?" They were ridiculing. The light got closer to them, brighter than usual. One of the boys said that he watched from the distance as the orb began to move slowly around the two boys. One of the boys who ridiculed and called out the orb regretted it. He heard a whisper right in his ear. "Where is it?" The boy took off running. He fell down and tripped, skinning his knee on a rock. He could feel the sting of it. Jake Turner stood his ground though. "This isn't real, y'all. This is fake, okay? This is fake. Get up from there." And then the light rose higher into the air, hovered right over him, and suddenly he let out a guttural scream. His body went stiff, and then he collapsed right beside his friend. When he woke up, he was shaking, crying, But the only thing that he could say was, it wasn't just light. There was something else in the light. There was a face in the light. What kind of face was in the light? I don't want to talk about it. Jake remains haunted to this day. In 1977, two men went into the Gurdon Woods at night. They told their families, "We're gonna go see if this is really true." Unfortunately, we don't know what happened to them. They never came home, you see. Their trucks was found near the tracks. Their equipment completely untouched. But no sign of them. Just gone. Just vanished. No footprints, no blood, just emptiness. To this day, the case still remains unsolved. Some believe that they simply got lost in the Gurdon Woods, but others say, no, the light took them. In 1992, a historian came to research the Gordon Light too. And during his investigation, he found something absolutely chilling. A set of unmarked graves just outside the old tracks. The bodies inside were railroad workers. Some had fractured skulls, others had missing limbs. As if they had suffered terrible fates. Did the light belong to one of them? And is that what still wanders the tracks? Looking for justice, or perhaps something worse. The Gurdon Light, Night Dwellers, isn't like other ghost lights because sometimes it reacts to electronics. Let me explain. People have reported their phones dying as soon as the light appears. Phones, radios completely go out. Cutting to static when they neared the tracks. One paranormal team in 2015 tried to attempt to get an EVP recording. The word here is tried. As soon as they turned on their equipment, the lights flickered. Then a voice came through the static with one word. One night in 2010, a local man named Richard Lewis decided to chase the light. He had seen it quite a few times at night from his window. He had seen it many times before he dared to go after it. And that night, he did. It was raining outside. The grass was slippery and wet. Thunder rumbled in the distance. Lightning flashed in the sky. And as he ran toward it, it moved further away from him, disappearing into the trees. He followed the light for nearly an hour. Then suddenly, it disappeared, and Richard realized he was lost. It took him 2 days to find his way back home. But the strangest part, and this is quite extraordinary, night dwellers, although when you are in my night kingdom, you lose all concept of time. His watch. His watch had stopped at exactly 3:31 a.m. The same time the railroad worker was reportedly murdered. In 2016, a security camera on a nearby highway captured something absolutely chilling. A floating light moving along the tracks. No person holding it. No source, just drifting, searching. And when the tape was reviewed, something was seen just beyond the light. A shadow of a man, headless. And the camera also picked up on sound. He thought he distinctly heard a voice say, "Where is it? Where's my head?" There was a family who lived near the tracks for years. At first they thought the light was just a legend. They didn't believe in all that supernatural blah 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 blah. Then their lights flickered at night once, and objects began to move in their room. And their youngest son, Toby, he started talking to someone in the dark. His mother stood outside his bedroom door one night, and she heard him as if he was carrying on a conversation with someone. The next morning at breakfast, she asked him, "Toby, who were you talking to in your room last night?" Toby turned around as he was taking a bite of his strawberry toast. "Huh? Who were you talking to last night in your room?" "Oh, just a man. He has no head." "What?" "Yeah, he has no head. He's always asking me where his head is." She ordered her son, Toby, to stop talking to the headless man. But he didn't. And weird things continued to happen. They moved 3 months later and never came back. Some legends fade, night dwellers. Some disappear, but the good light still appears even today, decades later, still wandering the tracks, still searching, still waiting for someone to find the truth, or for someone else to disappear. If you are ever in Gurdon, Arkansas, near the woods, and you see an orb of light, I wouldn't tempt it if I were you. I wouldn't call out to it either, because you just might not like the result. And that is the story of the good knight. I hope you looked up pictures while I was telling the story. It's quite chilling. Stay tuned for the second haunting in Arkansas on the second part of Twisted Tales Live. And thank you so much for watching. We'll take a 10-minute intermission. I'll see you soon. Yes, indeed, our night dwellers are the best community. If you are brand new here and you have never been in a Twisted Tales Live, come in and introduce yourselves. We would love to meet our fellow night dwellers. Or perhaps you've been a silent night dweller and you are ready to come out of the shadows and meet your family. Come in. Do you like scary stories? Let me come in here and just say hello, hello, hello. Let's hit 200,000 likes tonight. That gets the algorithm going. I want to thank everyone globally for the gifting, for the follows, for the likes, for the comments. Thank you so, so much. Whether it is a small gift or a grand gesture, it is greatly appreciated. Becca Lynn, please check the chat for me if you would. Wonderful. Thank you so much for hitting the first live goal tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's set another goal, shall we? Also, do you want to subscribe to my channel? I tell scary stories, paranormal stories, ghost stories, true crime, and horror. Tomorrow night is fiction night, where I will continue the vampire story, The Blood in the Snow. What will happen with Ella and Ian? Stay tuned to find out. There are many things coming to subscribers. Stickers, merch, autographed and signed books. Yes, many exciting things are coming. I am also going to be giving away some of my crowns. So stay tuned. Let's set the next goal. Where is my pretty little bow tie? There you are, you darling little pink thing. And there we are, all set. Let me go in and just say hello. Hey XJ, how are you doing? Hey Phoenix Frank. Hello Mia. Hey Melanie. Rachel Maddox. There are all my night dwellers, Becca Lynn, Kayla to Kayla. Let me know where you're from as you are coming in the live. I am... Oh, that was weird. I don't know where the picture went, where the picture went, where the picture went. That was odd. A call came through.